Area 51 was basically a Navy training base until 1955, when, in conjunction with the CIA, Lockheed made a secret test base out of it. And the reason was to test the U-2. In 1959, 60, and 61, they also tested the SR-71 out of there, and it became a perfect area in which to test secret equipment and secret airplanes. So it was, because it was so remote, it was bounded on all sides by mountains, and it was essentially a million miles from nowhere. The security that it provided was just exactly what they needed. After 1960, it became a area to test not only planes, but equipment, machinery, all kinds of secret things that they had. In 1972, there is, according to my research, a complete blackout of detailed information, records, what have you, for a period of 18 months. Nobody knows what happens between the summer of '82 and I think it was summer of '72 and January of '74. There's absolutely no records. They talk to security guards. They don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened there. I don't really have any suspicions, because the Flying Saucer program began, Project Red Light began, it's my information, in earnest at Groom Lake in 1960. They did attempt to fly one or two of the craft. There was a major accident, and the testing operations shut down for a number of years. The testing operations began in earnest again, I believe, in 1980, 81, 82, around that area. And the reason I say that is because the security increased drastically during that period. And I believe that just south of Groom Lake, which is in the northeast corner of the Nevada test site, is a place called Papoose Lake. It's a dry lake. There's a secret area there called S4, and I believe that that's where they test the saucers out of. My sources are varied, but the primary source being Bob Lazar, who worked on one of the 9 saucers that were stored there.
Colonel Stevens, then you investigated rumors about the top-secret Flying Saucer investigation project in Area 51.
Yes, the rumors became a little more real to me in about 1978, when I discovered my first participant in the changeover of that base to a very special facility where they took up the runway and laid in underground facilities and special laboratories, and then relayed it and reconstructed the base to make it look just like it did before. The material that is now stored at Area 51, I believe, came from the Roswell crash in 1947, a crash at Aztec, New Mexico in 1948, and another crash down along the Mexican border in about 1949 or 50. The residue was first taken to Los Alamos and to other areas in New Mexico under the control of the Atomic Energy Commission, also super secret facilities. They were smaller, and I believe that the real facility was constructed at Area 51 when they changed over Groom Field to, it was a field on a dry lake bed, when they changed it over to become a special research facility. And I believe they transported the material that had been collected and held elsewhere to Area 51 about that time, at least much of it, for the research projects. Now that changeover began in about 1948, 47 or 48, probably early 48, when they modified the field, changed over the building and the facilities, and put in a habitat where they could control an atmosphere for extraterrestrial guests, is my supposition now. And they also put in laboratories for research. And it's been expanded, been worked and expanded almost since that time.